not one person in Africa came and started a war for us.
So this is a video I've been seeing online, and I feel like I needed to say something about it because it concerns me. I'm from Uganda, and I feel like African Americans don't get enough education about Africa, and it's really something that needs to be changed.
Let me add a few things to what my sister from Uganda just said. So basically, it's just divide and conquer. So if they are able to trace the history over here in the States for the African Americans, then definitely there will be a gap between the Africans and the African Americans. And if there is a gap, then there is no way we are getting together. So that makes them succeed. So that's one thing the Africans and African Americans have to know. We should love each other. And also, we need to know that we have one another. And nobody else is going to be in our favor except for either the African or the African American.
So this lady is an African American woman who says, why did a continent like Africa did not come to fight and bring back our ancestors back into the continent? And you need to realize that the people that actually stayed into the land or into the continent were actually even worse than you who left, because they were fighting almost different colonizers. There was the Europeans, the Portuguese, the Arabs, the Italians. You know how everything happened if you read history and if you do. So they were fighting for their land. They were being tortured. They were being murdered. They were being separated from their families. A lot was happening. They were actually looking for survival. And if you even look into how we got independence, most African countries got independence in 1980s, 1990s. I think the last country was South Africa. Not so sure, but I think so. So for you to make a video and come and say our ancestors neglected you is kind of insulting to me as an African, because even today, Africa is still fighting colonizers. Do you understand?
Yeah, Africans are still fighting colonizers. Then again, over here, the black Americans are not taking it easy because black people get shot and they don't get the justice that they deserve. So whilst Africa is still in slavery, the blacks are also in slavery over here. So how do we solve that?
And there's this thing that African Americans, you say, the house Negro and the field Negro. Yeah, African Americans act like they are the ones in the house, and we Africans are the ones in the field. How ironic. And the funny thing that Black Americans forget, or African Americans forget, is every time Africans are killed, every time Africans are erased, they become the minority, because in this day-to-day of 22, Africa is the only continent that can fight for Black Americans, and they don't see that. And they also accept this narrative they put in them that Africans don't like them. I like Black Americans and I want to be friends with one or some, but I don't see any. And it's so funny because you act like you're special, but at the same time, I see on TV you're killed like us. You're treated the same way like us. I saw the George Floyd incident. I see it on social media. You're treated like us. You're always raising your hands. You're always on pressure. You're always taken up. So why do you have to act like you're special? We are one person. So why aren't you blaming your oppressors? Why aren't you blaming the people who took you there? Did we build those boats that took you there? Did Africans build those boats that took you there? Maybe, okay, yes, we participated. Our ancestors participated in the slave trade, but did they build those things that took you there? Let's stop with this narrative, and African Americans start reclaiming your ancestral root in Africa. Stop that DNA test you're doing. It's just making you excited for nothing. Wake up one day, go to Africa, invest in Africa. Africa is your home. It's where the money is. And mind you, Black Americans, when you come to Africa, you're seen as Americans. You're seen as strong, smart people. So can you take advantage? We are one people. Let's wake up. Let's connect. Love is the